What would you say is the solution for guys? If you could sum it up in like one word, going out and bagging some broads, right? These things, like guys, because I think, a big part is in American society as well. It's been the standard for a while, for society just to shit on men. I think, we're all kind of the same generation. Like, back in the day, like when we had Full House, Step by Step, Family Matters. I fucking love Family Matters. This was one of my favorite shows growing up, right? It showed like a good nuclear family, positive, positive role models. Carl Winslow, he's a little bit of a fat guy, but he was still like, he held shit down.
Mhm.
Fresh Prince, Uncle Phil was the man of the house. The woman was always submitting to him. She was always being a good woman. But then, it started to get a little bad with, he had the Simpsons and then Family Guys, and you started having shit like King of Queens and Everybody Loves Raymond, when Ray's just this fucking bumbling idiot, and this slow erosion stepping away from like championing men to like rolling our eyes like, here
You
comes the
fucking
woman to
idiot.
save the, yeah, you fucking moron. And we got to fucking look at this idiot, and like my dumb husband, thank God he's married to this strong woman who saves the fucking day. And it's just so far from the truth. And that's why I think a lot of guys just, because people are not mentally strong enough to separate fact from fiction, even if it's on TV, right? So many people I talk to, like, they use movies and TV shows as a reference point. I'm like, bro, that shit's fake, right? Like they did, like it's not real. It's like they wrote
Right.
that shit, and they a lot of guys just kind of walk around beaten up, like, like apologizing for being a man, and now you have things like toxic masculinity and shit like that being pushed along. So, I mean, it's just, I don't know, and I think that's why guys feel bad about themselves. So how would you tell these guys? What is your analysis of the situation at hand, Afi? And then how would you tell these guys to defeat this?
It's an easy solution, but it's hard. So this is the solution. Just like game, we got to spend more time practicing, right? Y'all don't want to do that though. It looks exciting. This pussy looks exciting. It looks like it feels good, just like a real game. You want to hop in it real fast. You don't want to watch. You need to spend more time on the bench. Watch. It's like this. I can put you in the game today, and you may score 2 points, get a steal. You know, but if we practice, do reps, get basketball IQ, know what things are, then you go into the game different. Then you're at a level to where, and King Dre, he called me. What was that, like last week? What you say? You said if I forgot how'd you say it. Like would you say if I met 10 girls, how many would I smash? What was it?
Oh yeah, I just asked you. I was just asking that if you met 20 women, how many would you smash?
What did I say? Well,
Like 15 or something like that. I
yeah.
think yeah.
And guys would think that's cap. It ain't cap. It's just I know how to bait, and I know how to. I know what women like about me, so it's not hard for me to do that. I I don't like the woman first. That's so I can do it. I'm not going. I don't go on dates cold.
Right.
By the time I go on the date, we're already at like 75% of where it's gonna go, whether it's sex or not. I don't go on dates and then, okay, this is my opportunity. No, we got to be at a certain level before we even meet up.
Mhm.
Unless you're just coming over, then I am required to do shit, so it don't really matter then. Um, yeah, man. So you gotta just sit, like for me, before I start dating and even having sex with women. I was taught by my mother and sister. I taught myself. I studied body language. I studied conversation. I understood how women work. This is before I was even dating. The only part that I have fucked up was thinking that when I found the one, then I treat her like a queen and shit. And I learned that fucking deal. That is not the ticket. Because I would have problems with my girlfriends, but I wouldn't have problems with my broads. And I figured out that the problems wasn't the broads, it was me. Because I was doing things differently. Didn't realize it though, because I think I'm still a player and all of this that they're gonna respect it. No, I put more value on the ones who I like the most, and they put less value on me.
What would you say is the solution for guys? If you could sum it up in like one word to like just get their inner game, their confidence, like what would you say is something like a guy could do to just help himself? Because if a lot of guys find themselves in these cycles, like they get with a girl, they like her, and then
It-
she ends up losing interest and they leave. And they get with a girl, they like her, lose interest to
you
leave,
know,
and they're caught in this perpetual cycle of sadness.
telling you guys now, giving you the answer. I know you're not gonna listen, so but I'm just telling you. Cannot say I ain't telling you now. You need to just take 3 months off, women chasing ass, all of that shit, and get you a mentor. That's it. That's all you gotta do. But no, it's like you keep trying to jump in the water. The water ain't ready. It's too cold. I didn't get the number. Oh yeah, because it's too cold. Because you didn't let the shit warm up first. You didn't know what the fuck you were doing first, right? You figure out how to do shit. Then you make less mistakes. You know, you sit your ass back, learn some stuff. Then when you, that's just like I can go to Brazil without knowing Portuguese, or I can learn Portuguese first. Which you think gonna be the better experience? The practice, the bench.
Mhm.
But y'all want to do that though, because y'all want to try this shit, then get mad when it don't work for you. When all the answers is here. The three of us couldn't look on YouTube and figure out how to get at girls and shit when we were young. We had to figure it out. We saving y'all some time, you know.
Dre, what would you say? Biggest thing you've noticed problem with the guys, and the biggest way to, your solution.
Guys don't. They gotta. You gotta get yourself together first. I mean, you can't run nobody. You can't. If you ain't together, you can't take care of nobody. If you're not valuable, if you don't have the value within themselves, you can't provide value to nobody. So you number one, you got to get yourself together. You have to, like you say, take some time off. If you got to, from dating, no porn, no fucking porn, no bitches, nothing. Like delete your dating apps and get your it. It don't take long to build your foundation and start to get your ball rolling. Guys think that it just takes forever and a day to do that. It's gonna just take forever to get. No, it really don't. If you really focus yourself, because the bitches are a huge distraction. Whether you can get them, or you trying to get them, or you thinking about getting them, it's a huge distraction on your mind. Right? Takes a lot of mental capacity and a mental effort to even be thinking about hoes. So get your shit together. That's first and foremost. And number two, I have the mentality of you just got to go. You got to jump. You got to get in there because you can learn everything you want to learn, right? But if you're not applying it, it means absolutely fucking nothing. And so, in order for you to you got to go out there and get hurt, bro. You have to go out there and get them bumps. You got to go out there and get flaked on, get stood up, fall in love with a slut, one time. To you know what I'm saying? You can learn from us all day, but you got to go and
That's a
fucking
video,
do that
bro.
shit. Yeah.
Take that topic. Everybody need to fall in love with a slut. That's
Yeah,
a good one. I never
you
heard one. I
learn
never heard that before.
you'll learn because it happened to me before
Mhm.
when I
Yeah,
was
it
real
happened to me too,
young.
but I never made
So
no video about it. That's why I'm saying make the video.
yeah, but
That's tight.
I believe you gotta get yourself together, and then you just gotta get out there, man, because you're not gonna develop. You're not gonna develop from YouTube. You're not gonna develop sitting in your house reading books. You just a person that know a lot. It don't mean nothing until you get out there and go get bumped up, go get bruised, go get successes, go take L's. That's what you have to do. A lot of these guys are fucking pussies and they don't want to leave the house. They have social anxiety. They fucking have all type of anxieties and depressions and shit, which is I don't want to say it's normal, but it's okay to have some type of fear and worry. It's okay to feel down in the dumps, but you have to rise above your emotions and go get outside. Go outside. It's important to go outside and fucking live. If you can't do that, you nothing from the house. Unless you start a think tank or something like that, which people not even doing. We need that. Men, I think we need that.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can look into that. But
I say, yeah, I think it's spot on because they always say there's always these cliche things like knowledge is power. No, it's not.
right.
Knowledge is not power. Taking action on the knowledge is power.
Power.
And
Yeah.
I it's my term that I came up with. I call them, I call them red pill masturbators, right? They got all Rollo Tomasi's book. They read Richard Cooper's books. They're your Patreon, they're Offie's Patreon. They subscribe. They watch every